I'm Sean McCauley, and this is my answer to question number 4 on exam 3. Growth hormones release is imperative during steady state exercise because it helps with lipolysis and gluconeogenesis, and it reduces glucose uptake, which helps us fuel during our exercise. Pre-steady state exercise, it is lower, and then post-exercise, it's higher. Epinephrine and norepinephrine is imperative for release during exercise because it helps to keep insulin from being released, like I talked about in question number 3 on why it's bad for insulin to be released, because then we wouldn't have fuel during our exercise. Um, so it helps to keep insulin from being released, and epinephrine and norepinephrine cause a large uptick in glycogenolysis and lipolysis. In response to steady state exercise, it rises steadily, and then stays there. So it's going to go up and then stay there for the entire time that the person is exercising. But because trained individuals are better at maximizing the fuel in their body, or the fuel that their body has stored, these two hormones are released less in a trained individual than in an untrained individual. In response to steady state exercise, epinephrine and norepinephrine release goes up and then causes the levels of insulin released to go down. Very similar to what I talked about in question 2 as well with that graph. So it's going to be released, the insulin, so the epinephrine and norepinephrine are released at a slightly lower rate in a trained individual, because the trained individual can use the stores of, it can better utilize the fat stores, so like through lipolysis, or the stores of glycogen through glycogenolysis, versus a individual who is not trained and cannot use those as well, and instead has to rely on glycolysis specifically to get through their exercise and fuel themselves properly.